What's good, gang? How is everybody? Hey, gang, come on in, come on in, come on in. How is everybody? How was everyone's weekend? I hope it was marvelous. I hope that everybody is enjoying the energy. It's been pretty decent. Things are still a little erratic, but I feel like this isn't the worst energy. Yeah, we have the Mercury retrograde going on, but it feels like, what's good, Cynthia? It feels like, a wrapping up. What's good, Teresa? Hi, guys. Okay, so we're going to get into a collective, and then I'll do the elements, all right? For those of you that have not seen my last video, I have to put it up on YouTube, but I'm starting a little series about my experiences with spirit, okay? Like the little clues that I had along the way. So the last video I put up is about one of my experiences, okay? So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna grab a deck here. We're gonna see what's going on. Spirit, can you show me what's going on for the collective right now? Can you show me what's going on for the collective? What do they need to know right now? What's happening for the collective, please? Thank you for the roses, my love. Thank you. Island Passion 12. Thank you. Spirit, can you show me? First card out, Trine Symbiosis, okay? You love that idea? So things are falling into place. Even though you may not see it, it's like alignments are happening. 7th house relationship. I feel like right now, we're getting to see, then it's stuck and it's stuck and it's stuck and it's up, right? I feel like, a lot of 2023, we let go of things, okay? So you're like looking around at what's left, okay? Some relationships are getting like a new breath, okay? Like making it through the storm. I made it through the rain, right? And I feel like this is a rebuild for some people. Saturn structure. Okay, we learned a lot the last couple of years about who we are. Okay, and I feel like that is, giving us kind of like a structure to understand better about ourselves, how we want to move forward. Okay, Spirit, anything else from this deck before I start with the elements? This isn't the season for like going along with shit because you feel obligated. Okay, let me just start by saying that. 5th house passion. If it doesn't light you up, if you don't really want to be there, right? If it doesn't make you, if it doesn't add to your experience, it's probably not what you need to be giving your frequency to right now, okay? I feel that strongly. Let yourself be guided as to the spaces and the places and the people, okay? Transits and climate, all right? Pay attention to what is happening inside your vessel, okay? Especially when you come into contact with people, okay? Because I feel like this is like your body telling your body's calling for me, right? So conversely, it's Mercury retrograde. A lot of time people come popping up, right? What is your body really telling you? Are you getting a shot of endorphins, but you know that it's like a roller coaster? Maybe that's not the relationship you want. Is it supportive to your goals? Work on those relationships, okay? The ones that actually bring a vibration of peace, Spirit said. 1st house arrival, because a lot of the laying of the track, the Spirit is showing me like a train track. You've been on that for a while. Now that, the foundations are being laid in, There's going to be like that moment, you know, of a fork in the road. And you get to choose if you really want to go down the road of what you've been manifesting, or if you're going to veer off into what's comfortable and what you know. And sometimes what's comfortable and what we know is trauma. Okay? Underneath that solar calm, like what is really bringing you internal peace? Okay? So, we're going to get into the elements. Spirit. What's good, Project Execute? Drop your elements. Let's see who's in the house. I see fire. I see fire. I see air. I see water, water. I see fire. I see earth. I see fire. I see earth. I see air. I see fire. I see earth. I see water. I see water. I see water. I see fire. I see air. I see earth, earth, air. I see water. I see air. I see air. I see fire, 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 fire. Water, 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 fire. Air, 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 fire. All right. I think fire is going first. Spirit. Can you show me what is it that fire, Aries, Leo, and Sag need to know, please? What is it that they need to know? Good morning, my love. What is it that they need to know? What are they manifesting right now? Well, that was quick. You have here, there is no beauty in the world more perfect, more awe-inspiring, and more human and transfixing than unfiltered and unashamed love, okay? So this is about giving yourself over to something. I feel like it's uncomfortable. Okay, you have here coming out crossed. By refusing to bend on our values, we become unbreakable, solid, stable, courageous, certain men and women of valor, worth, and character. Let us build a life we are proud of. Okay. Some of you fire signs. It's going to fall into like two categories, okay? Some of you have been single for a while. Maybe you've been dabbling in relationships, but you haven't really given yourself emotionally to a relationship in a bit. Okay, it could be because the last relationship was a little erratic. And so therefore, these new boundaries that you have put into place, it's like you're concerned about going into that situation, into like giving of yourself, because it's like a fear of whether your boundaries will hold or if you fall into the traps, okay? For others of you, you're in a relationship, but there might have been like a separation or something you guys were working out, okay? And I'm so right. Something that you've been working out, and you're trying to like salvage a relationship, but also adhere to these newfound boundaries. Hey, Ash. Okay, so I feel like that's what's going on for you guys. It's the two groups. Some of you are still in a relationship trying to, you know, implement new boundaries, and some of you are like single, but you're concerned about will they hold in a new relationship. At the bottom of the deck, you got the main motivation of humankind is to be free, to express our true selves and pursue our dreams without restriction, to experience what may be called personal freedom, right? And I feel like this is you, you know, trying to figure out I'm hearing, what is love? So like you're caught, fire signs, in between understanding what it is to give freely of love and also what it is to be too sacrificing of love. So it's like you're trying to learn the balance of that. All right, so we're going to get you guys some tarot. Thank you. Spirit, can you show me? What is it that fire signs need to know? What's good, Avira? Spirit, show me. You have the 8 of Swords. You've been doing a lot of overthinking. Page of Cups, about something that didn't work out. Crossed, okay, came out crossed. Something that wasn't enough. Listen, fire signs, the reason why the concentration about these new boundaries is because even though somebody might have taken advantage of you or done something to you, thank you for sharing the live. It's like there was a realization that you permitted it by overgiving or by not having some sense of a boundary, of making almost like an excuse for this person's behavior. And so now you know, and it's good because you're looking at yourself and like, what part of it, how did you contribute? So I actually love that for you. Okay, with the 9 of Wands, all right, it feels very much like you're guarded. Okay, you're guarded. Okay, with the 5 of Wands, it's almost as if you expect, what's good, Jennifer? Some type of conflict or somebody to try you. Okay, y'all know, y'all fire signs, you be ready, right? But if you really feel these boundaries and you know them to be solid, you don't have to be on attack. Okay, speak softly and walk with a big stick, right? So like powerful people don't need to say that they're powerful because it's just understood. So it's like you don't have to say it so strongly with your chest. You just have to live in the vibration of that, okay? With the 8 of Cups, okay? Some of yous might have been saying, I'll walk away, but you haven't actually walked away. Or that could have been what you were saying to somebody, okay? Somebody could have called your bluff in the past, okay? And then what you realized is that you were overgiving, okay? 3 of Pentacles, because they didn't value the situation. And so with the Knight of Cups, right? No more Mr. or Mrs. Nice Guy, right? That was like the energy you got. But that was prior to the healing, okay? This is Sagittarius's card. Okay, I feel like if you're still in that mindset, you're still holding on to some level of betrayal, and that will stand in the way of your 9 of Pentacles, of your independence. Give yourself the apology that you never got. With the 9 of Cups over here. Good morning, NJ, okay? With the 9 of Cups here, if you're constantly worrying about your boundaries, you won't really be able to live in your full authority of your 9 of Pentacles, your independence, and your wish fulfillment, okay? When in reality, that's not really what you want. 4 of Cups. I'm reading from the bottom of the deck, so this is like what the soul is saying. Okay? It's not really what you want. You don't want to live in a world where you're protecting yourself from everybody. Okay? With the 4 of Swords here, that's what real healing looks like, okay? For the Empress, okay? That's when you step into your whole power, okay? And you're able to create and birth that new beginning that you want, okay? Your soul path, okay? and be guided for the new beginning that you've been manifesting with the abundance, okay, and the stability, okay, male or female, right? And then you'll be in alignment with like minds, okay? Then you'll be in alignment with people who are trying to build the same thing as you, okay? With the Hierophant, with a level of commitment, and who people who will understand these boundaries and respect them. Okay, with the Magician, you have all the tools, but the Page of Coins is like the opportunities. Don't get hung up on the experience you had. You had the experience so that you could learn better what it is that is in alignment with you, or what you no longer want to be in alignment with. But don't get stuck in the actual memories. Don't live like people do. They'll always be with you, whether things are good or bad. It's just the memories that we have. So thank you for the heart me. But the reality of the situation is that when you get stuck in the frequency, or when, you know, that's you remembering a particular situation, but that is not happening to you now. So when you feel that sensation, it's like you are causing yourself to relive it. And that's going to make you timid to accepting what it is, what's good, Copenhagen, that you most want. Okay, so trust yourself enough, fire signs, to know that what you have, like what you have learned is you can't unsee it, right? So you don't have to live on guard all the time, okay? That's what I'm getting from my fire signs. I'm gonna get you guys a love and romance. And I'm going to give you an example of what I mean. When you were a child, maybe your parents bought you Velcro sneakers because you didn't know how to tie your shoes. And it gave you a level of independence to be able to Velcro your shoes alone, right? But then you learned how to tie your shoes, okay, independently. You ever forgot how to tie your shoes? Okay, or if you wear a pair of slide-ons, will that make you forget how to tie your shoes? No, because once you know how to tie your shoes, you will always know how to tie your shoes. Do you understand? So don't worry that somehow you lose your way about these boundaries, okay? Wedding, coming out crossed, with trust in the upright, and worth waiting for in reverse. Because some of you could have went through some type of commitment, marriage or something, okay, and it didn't work out the way you wanted, or maybe, you know, it was supposed to lead to marriage, but it didn't. And this broke down your trust, but I feel like you need to build the trust, not for someone else, but for your own discernment, in your own intuition, and with your connection to spirit. So that way, what's good, Be So Savage, you won't feel so, because the reality is you might have lost trust for this person, but it showed you how maybe you weren't listening to yourself, or, you know, it made you feel like you couldn't trust yourself. And that's the part that needs to be fixed. With the worth waiting for in reverse, you don't need to wait for anybody to come, you know, justify. Will you justify my love? That was your experience. Okay, and you're going to find that the things that you need are already within you. You're not going to find them in somebody else. Once you find them in yourself, then you will be at 100%. And once you achieve that, then you can add to somebody else's 100%, or they can add to yours. Does that make sense, guys? At the bottom of the deck, past life relationship. certain things were put in your path just so you could see yourself, or like what you should be understanding about yourself, okay? And not about, you know, because I feel like what you're saying is, I don't know if I can trust again. And the person you're learning to trust is you. All right, fire signs, that's what I have for you. Okay? So please do drop your elements. Let's see who is going next. I see earth, I see water, I see air. I see earth, air, water, earth, water, earth, water, water, earth, water, water, air, air, water, air, air, water, earth, earth, air, water, 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 earth, air, earth, 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 water, 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 air, earth, water. Okay, water, it is, water beat out earth by just a little bit. Okay, spirit, can you show me what is it that Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio need to know right now? What does Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio need to know? If you could share the live, please, that would be excellent. What does Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio need to know, please? Show me. Let us not hope for mere chance to change our story. Let us summon the courage to change it ourselves. Some will stand in our way, but we mustn't hide or minimize ourselves any longer. Water signs. Oh, there's 2 cards here. Love was never absent from our lives. It's not bound in our hearts or in our relationships, and thus is not capable of being owned or lost. We have allowed our awareness of love to diminish. That is all. Somebody cost you something. Some form of relationship. Water signs. For instance, let's say, good morning, cheerfully sweet. Let's say that you're a water sign and your mom or your family didn't like your partner, so they made it as impossible as it could for that person to be in the situation, right? And eventually the situation succumbed. Or you're in a relationship and that person didn't like your family member, your friend, whatever, your job. There were 2 opposing things that were important to you. This could be a child versus a relationship. Okay? This could be anything. But I feel like with these 2 opposing things, a situation happens, and I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm going to tell y'all. It feels, I am on water right now. It feels like water signs. A series of events was happened that was like out of your control. Okay? Either something or someone was removed from a situation. I feel like there's some resentment towards the other thing, right? So you have 2 things on a scale, right? Let's say family versus relationship, or child versus relationship, or relationship versus family. You put the 2 things. Because of this imbalance, a series of situations happens and something ends up removed. Okay, now you have 1, not 2. Okay, I feel like there's some residual anger about the reasons or how something turned out. The white space of a free day seems unfathomable because we have become hypnotized by a false but compelling need to respond to all the needs of others, okay? You may have felt like something was out of your control or you cannot repair something. I feel like you have resentment towards the thing that is left, or resentment towards the other thing that is now removed and why it could not be. It feels to me, water signs, like you're looking outside for the solution. Okay, because I feel like there was a need for you to grab a situation by the horns. So what I'm trying to say is, because you valued two things, whether these are two different relationships, people, whatever, you put them in the boxes that they go. Your inaction resulted in a situation that you did not want. Does that make sense? I feel like there's a feeling here of like, I'm stuck with this outcome. Spirit is saying, no, you are not stuck with an outcome. You are, however, stuck with like the choice, right? And what do I mean by that? It's like that situation already happened. So now you have to look at why you felt stuck. What caused your inaction or your inability? Was it that you were deferring the decision to somebody else? Because that's what Spirit is saying. Okay, we are going to look at the tarot. Okay, maybe it was a tough decision. I feel like if you look at the situation from a different perspective, this would allow you to address the outcome with a clearer mindset. Spirit, can you show me? King of Cups crossed, okay? There was a fear of you making a decision, or a fear of standing in your power, or feeling emotionally vulnerable, which is why you didn't stand in that, okay? And it may have been that the two choices or the two things were both things that you loved equally. Spirit, okay? And then you have the Five of Swords. You felt like you were caught in a rock and a hard place and that there was no good solutions. Spirit, can you show me? Okay, but the Eight of Cups, I feel like because you didn't make a decision, something walked away on its own. You have the Knight of Cups here. I mean, the Eight of Cups here, okay? So somebody removed themselves. Eight of Wands, okay? Sometimes a decision, no decision is the decision, or no answer is the answer. And that's how somebody took it. With the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like there's an opportunity here, okay? But with the Five of Coins, it's like to teach you, water signs, to not give your power away, okay? For the death and transformation. You know, my favorite Whitney Houston song is The Greatest Love of All. And the reason why that's my favorite song of hers is she says, I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I did as I believed. And I feel like that's the situation. Okay, because it's like, because you didn't take an action, a situation happened. Or you went against your intuition and didn't stand up, or something. But it doesn't mean that you can't stand up now. I feel like this is for the future, okay? So that you know not to let someone else lead you in an area in which is important to you, even if it means you're afraid of the outcome. Because sometimes when we freeze like that, we end up with, you know, unforeseen outcomes, okay? And I feel like that's what happened for my water sign, Spirit. Anything else for them? Healing family issues. That's the concentration right now, okay? Engagement, let go of control issues, and unrequited love, okay? With passion at the bottom of the deck, okay? So I feel like one commitment that you had, whether it was marriage, engagement, or the promise of, or some kind of solidifying some type of contract, okay, you might have felt like something wasn't for you to decide. But in the end, it ended up like you getting the opposite of what you desired. And it was because you took a passive perspective. Okay, and with this passion and reconciliation, I feel like there's something that you want to say to somebody. This could be to the thing that was removed, but I feel like no, it's to the person or the thing that you held. Because I feel like in some way they made the decision and you may be angry at them or they took an action, but in reality, it is you. Because they couldn't take the reins if you didn't give it to them. Water signs. And this feels like if you have the courage to speak out loud what is important to you, you can still get in alignment with said thing, okay? So that's what I have for my water signs, okay? I know that's not what you guys wanted to hear, okay? But listen, if it's about what you want to hear, that's kind of like how you got in that situation, okay? Because it was like trying to hide from a decision that was going to need to be made. And because of a lack of wanting to be like the bad guy or make the tough choice, you lost something that was valuable to you. Okay, and I feel it's not so much about what you lost, but about the fact that you didn't, but it's bothering you that the decision wasn't yours, if that makes sense, water signs, okay? So drop your elements. We have fire and air. We have earth and air left, okay? If you have missed either fire or water, you can go over to my YouTube where it's live there and you can rewind. I see air, I see earth, I see air, air, air. Air, air, earth. Air, air, earth, air, 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 earth, air, air, earth, air, air. Air is kicking Earth's ass. Okay, so let's get into the air signs. Okay, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's go. Spirit, can you show me what is it that my air signs need to know, please? What is it that they need to know? Our greatest personal power is the ability to take over our impulses and direct our minds to choices and commitments that will serve us well. Okay, so first off, you're deprogramming something, air signs. You're putting your conscious Mercury energy, even though it's in a retrograde right now, you're putting that conscious energy to breaking a habit, or breaking a thought pattern, or breaking a chain. The chains that bind. At the bottom of the deck, This day is to be enjoyed like a pause at a cool stream during the summer's heat. I feel like right now, you might be on some type of timeout. Maybe you're on vacation. Maybe there's a lull in the energy. Maybe, you know, you left a job. Maybe you're going to start a new job. Maybe you're, you know, it feels like there's not a lot happening, or there's somehow you're made to sit still. Okay, I feel like this sitting still is giving you time to implement, transmute all that which has, all the new, like upgrading, downloads, all the information that has come through. They're saying in the last 18 months that you're like, it's like hitting all through your frequency. So that's why spirit kind of has you like in a timeout. Okay, this is right now, this is for my air signs. I've already did fire and water. If you missed that part, you can go over to YouTube where you can rewind. Okay, I feel like you're in a little bit of a pause because I feel like right around January 15th, it's go time. So it's like all the information is coming in, settling in. All right, let's get you some tarot. Yep, transmute all the new that has come through. Yep. You may be feeling like, you know, oh, my sinuses, oh, I've been having headaches, or I have backaches, oh, you know, it's like, you know, you're being upgraded, you're going through like an awakening, but it's like all this is registering, okay? Yeah, you've been just, yeah, waiting, yeah, and it's going. I feel like wisdom, mom. I feel like by the end of January, you're going to get a letter of placement. Okay, when you get that letter, come back and let me know. Spirit. You got the Four of Swords. There's healing coming. And that's what's happening right now. You may feel like, oh, I feel a little bit under the weather. Actually, you're in a healing mode. Okay, all these things are come together right now. Okay? With the Knight of Swords, okay? Yep, it's go time. Okay, with the Five of Wands, listen. Something, though, is replaying in your mind. Air signs about a regret. Now they show me regrets. The commercial with the guy with the fucked up tattoo, right? Is there something here about something that you can't go back and fix? King of Swords. Okay, you rushed into something. Could be a masculine here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male. Okay, but you might have rushed into something and you didn't see all the parts. Okay, and the Three of Cups. And then an event happened. Okay, there could have also been a third party. But at the bottom of the deck, you got the Ten of Pentacles. Family, generational wealth, and legacy. I feel like you've built a lot, air signs. You processed a lot of changes outside of you. Probably everything looks different. Maybe your circle of friends, where you live, new job, like, you know, the whole fucking shebang, right? In the last 18 months, maybe all those things fucking changed. But now the internal got to catch up with the external. And you're replaying something in your fucking mind. Okay? About something about equal or reciprocity, okay? And the 10 of wands, okay? And something becoming burdensome, and the star. Air signs, this feels like you had been putting others ahead of you for a while, okay? And I feel like maybe in the last 18 months, you decided to go like on a walkabout, okay, which is like a spiritual journey, okay? And you might have like, you know, listened to spirit in some way. Spirit had you move or change a job or a relationship or leave a circle of friends or whatever it is. And it's like the mission feels like about 80% complete, although you may not recognize that, okay? But the last 20% can't really fully fucking come into fruition until the inside registers all that has happened on the outside, on the external. Okay, it's time to pat yourself on the back for like trusting me. You took a leap of faith on Spirit's word. Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Right? When you jumped, you didn't fucking know. Okay? When you jumped, you didn't know. But Spirit is telling you, but didn't I give you everything you needed along the way? Right? So I told you to leave X, Y, and Z, but you still had a roof. I told you to do this and you quit your job, but you still had food, right? I told you this, but I sent you this. Okay, so it's like now you need to sit. That's why the silence. This is you have to sit to process. It's like you got to process all the fucking wins because it was like such an uphill thing that you might not have recognized all the fucking wins. Because I don't think you stopped to say, okay, I won that, right? You just kept climbing. Okay? So it's like now you get to take a break. Listen to what it said again. This day is to be enjoyed like a pause at a cool stream during summer's heat. Process the win. I don't care how tall the mountain still looks. Look back for a second. Okay? And see what the fuck, how far you've come. Sometimes it's not always about the destination, but it's about how far you've come. What's good, quiet observer? Give yourself the flowers, the accolades that you fucking deserve for showing up and showing out for yourself. Okay? So today, do something nice for yourself. Hi, honey. Do something nice for yourself. I don't care if this is going to get yourself a cup of coffee. I don't care if this is you painting your own nails. I don't care if, I don't care what it is. But as you allow yourself that moment of self-care, don't forget to say congratulations. And I have been talking a lot to my Patreoners about the law of assumption and the law of resonance, and how the law of assumption comes before the law of resonance, and then the law of resonance leads you to the law of attraction, right? So if you want to envision the wind and make the wind come to you, you're going to have to recognize not only all the wins you already had, but that in itself is the proof of the wins yet to come. Does that make sense, guys? Has not Spirit showed you that they got you? So if you already know that in your physical body, then that also means that that win is on its way. And all you got to do is believe it, know it, feel it, live it, be it. Spirit, can you show me? Free yourself, okay? Free your mind and the rest will follow. Right? Children. Some of you's got children. Some of you's did these choices for the children. The reasons that we're here. Okay? Calling in your soulmate. You had to put that on the shelf so you could, like, you know, fucking concentrate on you and yours. Okay? But I feel like you're about to be rewarded. Finish up your season of understanding what the fuck you're made of, air signs. Because all that you sacrifice, hey, my love, all that you sacrifice, you're about to be fucking rewarded for it. I feel like this new love is someone coming into alignment, but it feels like more so the new love is in you. Right? Reconciliation. This doesn't feel like reconciliation with others. This is like reconciliation with your inner child. This is like reconciliation with your shadow. This is like reconciliation with your higher self. This is like reconciliation of your divine masculine. This is like reconciliation of your divine feminine. This is like you becoming fucking whole. Okay, air signs? That's what I have for y'all. All right, so I'm going to clear this board and we're going to do earth. I like it. I like it for you a lot, okay? Just don't get bored sitting still, okay? I'm about to do earth right now. Don't get bored sitting still, okay? Don't rush past this moment. Take it all in, okay? It's important. I did water signs. If you want to see water signs, go to my YouTube channel. It's live there. You can rewind. Spirit. Oh, let's start with the other deck. Thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate y'all. Spirit, thank you for the gifts, guys. You guys are awesome. Do you think that we can get 15,000 likes before I finish this reading? Spirit, thank you for the heart me. Can you show me what is it that my earth signs need to know? What's manifesting around them? What's going on with them, please? Can you show me? Thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate y'all. Okay, please do follow. Help a sister grow. Thank you for the bracelets. Spirit, can you show me, please? What is it that my earth signs are manifesting, please? What is it that they're manifesting? Any dirt or carnage of yesterday belongs nowhere near now, but rather in the dustbin of history where we need not rummage about. Stop looking back. Okay? With love's transcendent power, we can be reborn and redirected. When we open to love, life itself can feel newer, more alive, more magical, and more meaningful. Something has been reset for the earth signs. Okay, I feel like the problem is that you want a point of reference. Okay, so in other words, earth signs like everything to be stable. They like to know what is coming. Okay, so it's like a computer program that, you know, runs the possible outcomes. Okay, so the mind of an earth sign is always running the possible outcomes. Okay, so it's like, how does a computer choose what is the most probable outcome? By using history or the point of reference. Do you understand? So it's like, as this new thing, this new horizon, this new reset is coming in for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it feels like your mind is trying to catalog what aligns with this, or what you can discern would be the outcome based on past experiences. The fucking thing is that this thing is not based on your past, because it's being reset. So it's like that, it's a timeline shift, right? So maybe here in code, right, when you look at codes, like in computer codes, it's like 01001110, right? But maybe in this new timeline, it's 02002222. You understand? The code is fucking different. So here you are trying to calculate what are the most probabilities of the, you know, the choices with this new thing. But you can't. It's useless. It's actually slowing you down, because that information no longer applies. It's outdated. It's like you're running on a new program. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, what's good, Maria? At the bottom of the deck, you have those who have won major victories realize that all the resources to win are within, and that most knowledge needed to succeed is acquired after action. In other words, there's no fucking playbook. You can't go to one of your friends because they've not experienced it. Leader of the pack. Okay, you might be the first in your clique, the first in your family. Okay, so there's something here that is like it's unlocking. It's like an unlocking code, like a video game code, like you got a secret code. Okay, the only thing is that it changes the rest of the game. There's no rule book. And you're looking for answers based on past codes. They don't exist. Okay, new timeline. Timeline shift. Spirit, can you show me what is it that my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, need to know? Thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate you. Yep. Where it would be like trying to implement an old program, okay? And I can't even think of, like, you know, what was some of Microsoft's first programs, right? And where are we now, right? So you would be on outdated software or hardware. Do you understand? Spirit, can you show me? It's not that it doesn't exist. The past exists, but it's not a point of reference anymore, okay? It will hinder you to try to apply that code to this present timeline. It's not fucking real. All right, the star. You see? You're coming to an alignment with a new timeline, with an alternate ending. Okay, something that you manifested, something that you brought about, something that you did with your power. Six of Swords, okay? This takes you to calmer waters, but you're so maybe used to bumps in the road, trauma, right? You're looking for the pitfalls, which is why you're running this program in your mind. What does this remind me of? What are the possibilities? How could this go wrong? What should I be thinking? What should I be doing? How can I fix this? What do I need to do? You got it? Right? And the Five of Swords, right? If you created this hack, if you created this timeline, if you're pulling this frequency, you aligned with this, right? To go to calmer waters, but you looking back at the old 0011, 00110 is fucking bringing in the anti-frequency that's putting up like it's like swimming against the tide, okay? Like you need to stop trying to apply that old code. It doesn't make, it's not computing, okay? With the 10 of Cups, okay? Because this is like a season of like all that you have created with your third eye and your heart chakra and your solar plexus, okay? But it's like if you keep trying to put in that old code, Spirit has no choice but to bring you back, because back to reality. Oh, so it's like you're not understanding the program, the code. You're not understanding the mission after you gave them the mission, right? So Strength card, right? Much like my I believe it was my air signs, like you have to put control in your mind, that every time you start thinking about that 0110 or that old program, or recognize that you are trying to look for what does this, you remind me of the love that I once knew, that's actually taking you further away from the new path, okay? Six of Cups, okay? You're supposed, I remember the way. You're supposed to be remembering the soul mission, not the travesties or the pitfalls on the journey to you remembering. You're supposed to be remembering the soul contract and the journey, not the errors or the pitfalls along the way. Because then you're manifesting that fucking frequency instead of the soul path. Does that make sense? Four of Swords, meditation. Every time something brings you to something from the past, you need to meditate and bring your mind to the forward. In other words, I acknowledge I have some fears surrounding this situation, but I recognize that this is a complete new beginning, and that all there is to fear is fear itself, and that I trust myself enough to be able to have the discernment to make the choices that I need to make in this timeline, in this day. Okay? Hierophant. And that leads you to like the structure, because, you know, that can be structure. This is also the priest. This is walking in your faith. What's good, Shannon? Okay, this is like the death and transformation and the rebirth, okay? But every time you allow yourself to go back to how it happened, why it took you so long, you know, this happened to me, so therefore this might happen. Knight of Pentacles, you slow yourself the fuck down. And then you start talking yourself out of it. Okay? And then you're creating the blockages, okay? When really Spirit is collaborating with you right now, trying to give you the desires that you want, okay? Okay. I just wanted to block her. I did. And Ruby, in the future, go ahead and block them, okay? Because I feel like if people are so gifted, then they don't have to go into other people's readings to try to solicit work. Understood? Those are just grifters. She's trying to get you to go to her for a reading. I'm doing a reading for you for free. Think about it. All right, let's get you guys some love and romance. Can you show me, Spirit? What else is it that my earth signs need to know? Oh, thank you, my love. Give your relationship a chance. So you could be having a new suitor, or there could be a rebirth in a connection, friend, family, or lover. And by you applying the old rules, you're going to sabotage the situation with an old energy, okay? And then you have very soon, okay? So the very soon, I feel like changes upon you. I'm only doing collective readings on Sundays. I do questions for the public, okay? Playfulness. Earth signs, y'all are not playing about like the mission, okay? Yeah, I do questions on the weekends. Okay, playfulness. But if you listen to your element, you'll get your answer. All right, it's like you're very serious about starting afresh. And this might be why. Yes, and you know, personals can be ordered on my website. Copenhagen, who's like my personal assistant. I swear she does so much for me. Thank you, Copenhagen. She keeps me on track because I be forgetting to let you guys know about the stuff because I start channeling so hard. Sometimes she has to remind me. But playfulness, it's like you're so fucking serious about this new beginning, which is why it makes you go in your head like, what does this remind me of? What could be the possibilities, right? But in reality, you need to lighten up, right? Spirit has like guided you to this point, okay? And so why do you fear now, okay? Love yourself first, okay? Love yourself first, okay? Pay attention to the red flags, but you also, okay, that was like fire, right? You may be afraid that you'll miss a sign, that you won't see it, which is why you keep trying to calculate those codes, okay? But while you're so focused on, it's like while you're so focused on trying not to make a mistake, you could let a new thing that is for you slip through your fingers, okay? Because it doesn't resemble anything from your past. So don't compare it, earth signs. Don't compare it. Okay, stay optimistic about your love life. It's not a reflection of the past. If you keep looking there, you're going to like miss the mark. All right, so that's what I have for my earth signs. I just wanted to come on and do the elements for you guys. I will be back tomorrow. Listen, for those of you who did not see the last video that I did about some of my, you know, I talked about one experience growing up with spirit. You might be interested in that if you're interested in learning how I like started to come to realization that this was not just your like average gift, okay? Thank you so much, Project Execute and Copenhagen. All right, so I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Bye, gang. Bye, guys.